The Huge Nerd Podcast, brought to you by the Huge Nerd Network, your place for everything nerd culture. Now, it's clobbering time.
Welcome to the Huge Nerd Podcast. Today we have a segment called Girls Talk Dead, featuring Alora and Mandy, otherwise known as Realistikk Vids. Say hello, you guys.
What up?
So today they're going to be talking about, what else? The Walking Dead. The season 6 premiere was yesterday, and it was awesome. So they're going to talk Walking Dead, and then maybe near the end talk a little bit about the summer spin-off show, Fear the Walking Dead. So with that said, let's go ahead and start with the Walking Dead season 6 premiere.
Okay, who's starting?
It was awesome.
Yes. I was really happy that it was an hour and a half, because I was like, I've been waiting for it for so long that I was like, ooh, it's going to be like an extra half hour. I was super excited.
I didn't even notice that it was an hour and a half.
Well, it's because it was awesome. But, like,
I just sat there and watched it.
Yeah. And I like how they did like the little black and white clips, like to show the past, what was happening. At first I was really confused and I was like, what? Why is it black and white? What's happening? And then I was like, oh, all right. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, it did a really good job of picking up from the last season, just because they had, well, I don't know, it made sense that everybody was going to turn and support Rick. But in the first, moment in time when they entered Alexandria, it was kind of like, it could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually thought they were all gonna like hate on him, and I was like, no, because I love Rick, even though I think he's crazy. But
he is. He's a little bit. I put in the review that he's chaotic good, because he's so extreme in everything that he wants to do. And
yeah,
he's just too. Oh God! And his speeches have gone from being really inspirational to being scary and not helpful at all to what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Especially waving the gun around in everybody's face.
Oh yeah, totally. No. And people are saying that like he's getting Shane-ish, like he's getting kind of like crazy,
Yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely. Well, Shane was kind of not a good person to begin with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
didn't have like a heart like Rick does.
Yeah, Rick's more on the good side, but he's gone a little, extreme in what he wants to do. And then on top of that, it's not like Pete, the guy that was with Jesse, would have actually killed anyone if that hadn't happened. Like, yeah, he's beating his wife, but they're just kind of ignoring the problem, and then he's trying to take action, but that guy wasn't going to kill anyone until that happened.
Yeah, exactly. Like that
just,
whole thing probably
get him off the booze, because he was obviously having way too much alcohol, and he had, cigarettes and smokes don't really do anything, but he was clearly drunk the entire time that he was in the show. Yeah, no, this season premiere was really phenomenal as far as like keeping it along the storyline, so you know what happens in between what happened last season and what's going on now. And it was pretty confusing, because he's like, here's the plan, we're going to do stuff, and then the truck just falls, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Why are there so many zombies?
Yeah, when they did that, I was just like, and I got really confused. But yeah, I was so glad they started like catching us up, because I was like, what? Why?
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
Well, I don't understand why they didn't have a different plan, because they start talking about the plan and everything, and in the first 5 minutes, he explains the plan, but it's very vague, and it doesn't really make any sense. And I was wondering, why don't they have household chemicals, why don't they make any bombs and throw them into the field of zombies? There's, like, thousands of zombies.
I was thinking that too, because it's perfect, because they're like in this little, hole basically. So I was like, do they have grenades? Do they have like bombs?
Yeah,
like,
something. They have like 10 flares.
Yeah.
I feel like flares are hard to come by. I've never seen a flare gun in my life, and nor would I know where to buy flare gun ammo. I'm sure they have it at like Wild Sports or whatever, but
yeah,
for a community that's out in the middle of nowhere, to have that many flares seemed a little ridiculous.
Yeah, they had a crap ton of flares. And it's like, I wonder if they could even like, I don't know if this would even work, but even if they kind of like set them on fire, but then they'd have to obviously contain the fire, so that might not be a good idea. But
Well, it's within a rock quarry, so even if they did, they could have reinforced. They could have done a lot of other stuff. It seemed like that plan was a little bit ridiculous for what was going on at the time. And it's more of just Rick being like, I got this great plan, and I'm Rick.
Well, he's Rick Grimes. That's what he does.
That's what Corey said when he started this. He's like, Rick Grimes. I'm like, no.
I love that name. It's the greatest name ever. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so the with the horn thing. I mean, I thought that was the wolves, but what did you think?
Maybe it sounded like a foghorn, but
yeah,
I don't know where that would come from, and I hope it's not somebody like trading in on them because they have so many shady characters living within Alexandria still. But Nicholas was with them, and so was what's that other shady guy? Oh, brother, whatever.
Oh, the son of the
Gabriel. Gabriel.
Oh, shady. Gabriel. Oh,
I don't
yeah,
trust him anymore.
Yeah,
I was really upset at last because why did you do that? Why do you have to go up to Deanna and trash everyone that's protected you and taken care of you and and then he's got a bunch of sins under his coat, so it's like.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. I thought he was really cool in the beginning. I was like, oh, this guy's great, and then I'm like, what? This guy sucks.
Yeah, he went downhill super quick.
Yeah, I'm like, does he have mental? I think he has mental disorder or something. He doesn't make sense.
He can't deal with what he's done, and he's blaming himself for all of those people outside of the church that died because of him. And he's got all of these sins built up within him that he's trying to deflect and push it on other people.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's trying to say, oh, well, these people are murderers. It doesn't make what you did okay.
I know, exactly. He's always pointing the finger at everybody.
They tried to make it kind of okay in the last episode of season 5, though, because they're all sitting down and praying.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, for 2 seconds. It probably lasted longer in the show, in real time, but it seemed like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I probably should have watched a little bit of season 5, the end of it to catch up, because I was a little bit crap, what happened? I kind of forgot a little bit of it, but yeah, I totally remember that now. It seemed like everything was going good, and then he just became this big jerk, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
No reason. And the same with Sasha. Sasha started losing it, and it was probably because Bob died, but then Noah died, so all the black people are dying again.
I know, it's racist.
It is. And they just introduced, I put that in the review too, that they introduced 3 more. Not really including Morgan, but kind of, because he's going to be...
Yeah, because he's, reintroduced, yeah.
He's going to be a main character, so...
Yeah.
And he's quickly becoming the voice of reason, just because he's like, Rick, what are you doing? You're kind of crazy right now. You should probably not. Especially with that Carter guy. Because, nobody likes that guy. He's obviously there just to be cannon fodder, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, when he stabs him in the back of the neck, both Michonne and Morgan are like,
Yeah, they're like, oh,
okay.
God.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to stand here and look at you.
Yeah, it was, super awkward. They're just like, all right. This is how it is, I guess. That was great. But yeah, I knew he was going to die. I'm like, he's going to die. He's going to do something stupid. And then he did. Who gets bit in the face? There was only one walker. It was kind of dumb.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. You can't cut off your head.
Exactly. So he's you're going to have to kill him anyway. So I'll just kill him now because he won't shut up.
I don't get why he's screaming that much either.
Yeah, that was weird.
He's freaking out.
Yeah, he's like, ah! But
you're supposed to just tell him everything's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. It's fine. Because they haven't been outside. They don't know.
Exactly. They're just really naive, those people.
Some of them have been there since the beginning, so...
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty good setup, though, with the walls and everything, but...
Yeah, I know. I thought that, something really bad was going to happen, within the community, but then soon as, when they introduced the wolves, we know that that's going to be an enemy, and then, basically now we have all the walkers, this giant, massive walkers or whatever, so I think that's going to be... their main enemies for right now. But then I'm sure somebody in Alexandria is going to turn on them, or who the hell knows.
Hey, well, they have all the walkers going towards, but the wolves could still come in. They probably will want to take over the town
Yeah.
And then Rick will be saying that they need to get everybody armed and trained, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of action this season, though, which is good.
I know. There wasn't any like boring moments at all. Like it seemed like it was really good, and the zombies looked really good. Like I love Greg Terrell. Like his walkers looked so good. I was like, I love this.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
big improvement on the previous season, because the previous season seemed to be a lot of talking and human conflict, and this is more like zombies are involved and they're learning to live in the world of zombies and teach other people to live in the world of zombies.
Yeah, totally.
Should be The Walking Dead instead of, and like seasons 2 and 3, it was like a lot of talking and just people fighting, and it's boring.
Yeah, it was like relationship drama and soap opera stuff. Yeah, like this to me is like way better, like what they're doing right now. So I'm excited. Like I'm so excited that it's back. Like my Sundays are just so much better now. I'm like,
yeah.
I love this.
I had nothing to look forward to except for work. Which is
now we have all these shows.
I know.
So you weren't really into Fear the Walking Dead, right? Because at least I had that to hold me down, but
I feel like it was a C-rated horror, and it had so much talking, and it's so much about this mismatched family and their conflicts, and they don't even believe the kid after he saw and the first zombie. And after that, they're just like, well, you're just a drug addict, so...
Yeah, so what you say is irrelevant.
He even says, yeah, I'm high, so I don't know what I saw.
Yeah, that part was, like, frustrating in the beginning. I'm like, okay, when's this gonna get going? But I actually started to like it a lot, like, towards, like, when I started getting into it, like, I don't even know, third episode or something.
Oh, that's when I kind of stopped paying attention.
Yeah, see, you missed it. Started getting better. And the last 2 episodes, I think, were pretty decent. They started actually showing a lot more zombies and a lot more stuff.
They need a lot more zombies.
Yes, they do. But I feel like next season they're going to just start bringing them in, and it's going to be a little bit better. But yeah, it was starting to get interesting. It's like how it all starts out. So it's kind of like, it's like, all right, this is a cool story. Like, you know, what it was like when it started or whatever. But yeah, the parents, I don't know, the parents were kind of annoying me. Like,
they're just not likable characters to me, personally. Like, if it takes you 3 episodes, that's half the season to get into it.
Yeah, that is true.
And I feel like all of the characters were very, I don't know, they're just not regular people. They're all fighting with each other, and it's...
Yeah.
I'd rather have them, like, band together, but they seem very mismatched, and it's all about, like, step families. And,
yeah,
can't
exactly.
relate.
I know. I really can't either.
There was a short from the VHS films that it was a lot like, where they're fighting zombies with skateboards, and it reminded me a lot of that, because they were, like, punk kids. And the main kid is a lot like one of the ones that was in that video, so...
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're just kind of like punk kids or whatever, and yeah.
And the budget's real low.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing I liked a lot about it was that it was filmed out here, so I'm like, oh, cool, it's like LA, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't, it didn't look as good as, like, The Walking Dead, though.
Oh, not at all. I don't think it had the budget.
Yeah.
Because the zombies have gone from being just painted people all the way to having flesh teared off of them, and...
Yeah, like, it definitely doesn't compare, like, because I watched, like, last weekend I was watching Fear the Walking Dead finale, and then I'm watching this one, like, the season opener, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's, like, so much better. But it's still, like, the other one, I still enjoyed it, though, so, like, I'll definitely be watching that next season, but yeah, it is, like, night and day. It's, like, a lot better, but supposedly they're going to, like, cross paths. I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but...
That'd be rad.
Yeah, that would make it, like, I think a lot more people would watch it if they saw, like, somebody they knew in it or whatever. That would actually be kind of cool.
Plus, like, if you think back to the first season of The Walking Dead, it started out really shaky, and it didn't have the storyline that it does, even though it had a graphic novel to build off of. It kind of started out being like, this might be a good show. I like zombies. I'll keep watching it.
Yeah, that's like how I felt about it too. The first episode was really good because it's like he wakes up, you're like, oh, what's going to happen to him? He just woke up. Like, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, it was a little bit slow. Like, some of the farm stuff was a little bit slow. I forget what season that is. Like,
That's season 2
3
where they
or
meet.
season 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 and 2.5 technically, where they meet Herschel and they talk about the whole, you can't live on my farm.
Yeah. They talk about a lot of things, and I'm just like, yeah.
Talking's
Like, okay.
fun. The Talking Dead.
I know, that's what the Talking Dead show is for. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, and then it totally picked up. Like, I've known people that watched it until, like, I guess season 2 or season 2.5, whatever, and they're like, why do you like this show? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It gets so good. I'm like, you gotta keep watching it.
They took a note from the fans and they went back to the comics, and the comics had really brutal scenes with the governor and everything that goes on there. And they pulled some of it to make it television appropriate, and they made it way better. A lot of the characters aren't as likable. Like, obviously, my personal favorite's Daryl Dixon. He wasn't even in the comics when it first started. Yeah. And then Tyrese, they changed, so he was my favorite in the comics, and he was kind of a ninny in the actual show. So
yeah, he was.
And then who was it? Dale lasted forever in the show, or in the comics, and he was up until the part where they had Bob get eaten by the hunters. It was Dale, it wasn't Bob.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I stopped reading the comics because I was like afraid of getting spoiled, but I know that they change it up, so.
Oh, definitely. You know where he says tainted meat, and he starts screaming it because they're eating him? That was Dale, and Dale had already lost a few of his limbs, and he was super beaten up. He actually had a romantic, like, relationship going on with Andrea.
What? Wait, Dale did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is
he still like an older man?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's understandable because, you know, they're two single people, they're alone, and he comforts her after her sister dies. So he's there for her. And it goes on for a while, and in the comics, the baby didn't make it at all.
Oh, really?
So that isn't an issue. And Rick goes a lot more crazy. I'm pretty sure he loses either one or both of his hands. I don't remember. But
oh my god,
it's a lot more violent and brutal. It was surprising that they put in that scene with the two little girls where one of them killed the one. Yeah, they had that in the comics, and when they put it in the show, everybody's like, "Oh my god, can't believe that just happened." It's like, it's in the comics. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
have you played the video game?
The what?
The Walking Dead Telltale game.
No, I don't. I want to.
You should.
I need it in my life.
It's probably on sale on Steam.
Okay.
It's almost Halloween, and they do, like, Halloween sales on vampire, zombie, games like that. Maybe.
Oh, sweet.
No promises.
I'm gonna have to look at it right now. Is it so? It's computer only, or can you get it on your phone too?
I believe it's Xbox, but I don't think it's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a network game, and then I have it on PC. But the first season's really good. It's a different storyline. It shows some of the characters. Like, I think you go to Herschel's farm. It shows a few of the characters from the show and the comics, and then it goes and it's different characters, and you keep meeting people just like the show. But you get to choose on what happens. And the first game had me crying for like 3 hours after I beat it. It's emotionally.
Oh my god.
Devastating.
You've sold me. I want to do it. I've been meaning to do it, just like don't have time, all this crap in my life, but yeah.
It's definitely, it's another version of something that's really good. Like, the comics are really good, but they're different. They're a lot more graphic than the show, because they can be. And the show's, you know, different storyline, different things going on. I like it.
Have you read I think it was issue 100, because it was weird. Like, I stopped reading them, like, but then I kind of skipped ahead, and then I think it was 100, the one with Glenn. And I don't know if this is like spoiler, but since it's a comic, like, I don't think it's really spoiler, because, you know, like we were saying, they kind of switch up the storylines. So, like, I don't know if you've read this, but like the whole thing with Negan coming in and what happens with Glenn. Have you seen that? Or have you read that?
I think I remember. I remember them going back to Herschel's farm to stay there, and then Rick rendezvous with them, him and Maggie.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't remember anything about Megan.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we allowed to like say if it's like a spoiler? I don't know. It's probably cool, right?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay,
They might not
there
even
he
put
is. But yeah, like Negan, because I keep thinking that he's gonna like pop up any second now in the series, but I never see him. So I don't know if they're ever gonna bring him on. I think they might though. But you know, like he basically like hits Glenn with a baseball bat a million times, Lucille, whatever, and then he like his eye falls out and he kills him, like in front of Maggie. And I'm just like,
Aw.
oh, great.
I
It made
don't
me
know.
sad. I was like, I'm never reading comics again. That's like what made me stop because I read that and I'm just like, but I don't think
They
that's gonna
probably
happen,
won't
though.
put it in the show because
Yeah,
Glenn, Daryl, Rick, and probably Carol are the main characters that are fan favorites.
yeah.
And they're
Michonne.
adding... Oh, yeah, Michonne, definitely.
Yeah.
Forgot about her. Oh, God. They've brought in a lot of people, though, and then they get rid of the ones that aren't as popular.
Yeah.
They might. I doubt it, though, just because Glenn's such a... He's vital to the storyline right now.
Yeah,
For the show, at least.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
I feel like Carol could go just because she's acting weird. She's all...
Yeah.
You know, Susie Homemaker, and it's such a lie. And Morgan totally called her out and was like,
Yeah.
I don't believe that you are this person because you're kind of shady.
Yeah, I love
He's
that.
awesome.
I was like, this is great. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't wait to see what happens with that. I loved when she was yelling at that little kid like last season and she was just like, I will do this and that to you. I was like, that's creepy as hell. I was like, you are creepy. It was funny though. It was hilarious.
she's a mother though. Like I know her kid has passed away, but why would you say that to a child? I mean, you could use so many other ways of persuasion than I'm going to tie you to a tree and no one's going to find you and you're going to scream and things are going to eat you. That's the worst. And she doesn't even say it like that. She says it very scary, mean, crazy lady.
She's all like whispery, creepy. Yeah.
And
I thought that was great.
He just wanted to hang out with her and make cookies. And she's like, no, get out of my house. I don't want to make you any cookies. Go away.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, I thought that was unnecessary because I'm like, all right, I don't think he's doing anything that bad to you. He just wants to hang out with you, creepy Carol.
Because you make great cookies. It's a compliment. No, she's...
Oh my God.
I feel like she might become an issue, maybe.
Yeah.
She's on the same level as Rick, especially since she was the first one to say, oh, we're going to have to kill Pete.
Oh, I know, yeah.
We're just going to have to do it. It's fine. We can't chain him up or anything and make him dry out and be sober. Nope, we're just going to have to kill him.
And he's dead, so... I'm glad he's gone, but...
Yeah, he's a jerk. They're getting rid of all the unlikable characters pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly. And it
like
just
Carter
sucks that he had to get rid of the... Oh yeah, Carter sucked. I was like glad he was dead. But like the governor's or the husband, I forget his name. What the heck is his name? The guy who just died from Reg. Okay, yeah. Like I kind of didn't want him to die, and then
he didn't.
Yeah, like you were saying.
Well, he didn't need to,
like,
but
Rick didn't interfere. Yeah. That whole thing happened with, I guess, wasn't he like basically just like Pete just had that chainsaw and he was just trying to like whatever he was doing and then it was kind of like an accident that he killed Reg? I don't think he meant to, right? Was it kind of like he kind of like
he had a machete or not a machete, he had Michonne's katana.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did.
Yeah, he shoved him and slit his throat, and it seemed like it was an accident, but at the same time. Deanna just lost her son to the like failed run for whatever solar converters that they needed for the solar panels.
Yeah.
So she was probably already in a mood.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it sucks for her. She's like, she lost like everybody, so it's like, and I like her. I think I like her. I'm not sure if she's gonna what's up with her yet, but she seems to be like a good person right now. So I kind of like her right now.
she was judging people by what they did in their previous lives. And she said she was a senator, so she's good at, like, managing people, at least. That's what it seems like. But she's not the best judge of character, it seems. And she knew that he was beating his wife, and she knew it was a problem, but she's like, we ignore it because he's a surgeon.
Yeah, because, we need him to do stuff. It's like, what? Yeah, I didn't like that guy. I'm so glad he's gone.
Yeah, they're getting rid of all the bad ones, and then we're just going to have a bunch of good characters where whoever dies we're going to be devastated about.
Yeah. Oh, God. No.
I was wondering where the gay guy was. That one guy that led them to Alexandria, he wasn't in this episode, so...
Yeah.
Did something happen to it? I don't remember.
I thought I saw him on the preview. I must be crazy. Maybe they showed him for like a second, but... And then his boyfriend, I forget the boyfriend's name, but yeah, they're just waiting for him to pop up, probably. Yeah.
His name's Aaron, but I think his boyfriend's Eric, but his boyfriend was in the room when they were discussing the plan at Deanna's house.
Oh, yeah, they were all... Yeah, I think like everybody pretty much was kind of crowded in the room. I bet next week they're going to bring him up, I hope.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, they seem pretty good. I like them. Yeah, I like both of them.
He seems like he was a little creepy at first. He seemed very shady just because he was so nice, and then you just realize, oh, he actually is nice. So, go figure.
I did not like him at first. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to get them to drink Kool-Aid or something.
Yeah, totally. And are those guys in the comics? Because, like, yeah, I'm not sure if...
I don't remember. I kind of stopped reading after the Hunters.
Oh, okay.
I don't really remember anything because I'd skim it.
Yeah.
Which isn't good with comics. You have to read everything.
Yeah, I'm just so scared of spoilers. I'm just like, I don't want to read it. So,
they won't really be spoilers, though, because it's so different of a storyline. And it's the same with the game. Like, there's no real spoilers anymore. There's some where you're like, oh, that's going to happen. But in the comics, what was her name? His wife. Lori. Lori was holding a baby, and she gets shot through the stomach, and she's holding the baby, so the baby dies as well. Tyrese gets executed by the governor. Herschel kills himself because all of his kids die. It's just way different than what happened in the show on a multitude of levels, so it's not even... I don't think you can get any spoilers out of the comics anymore. And I think they introduced Daryl Dixon to the comics because he was so popular, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, that was a good move. I love Daryl.
Yeah. I'm wearing a shirt that says, if Daryl dies, we riot. And it's from, like, season 1, so he has short hair.
Oh, my God. Wait, you have that shirt?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Because I have that shirt, too. I got it at Hot Topic.
Oh, sweet. We could be twins.
We should. I know. We should just, like, wear it next podcast. We should just both have one on. And then my Skype will work. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Well, we already covered Fear the Walking Dead, right? It's like...
You already talked about it, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Pooping dead.
The pooping dead.
They're
pooping.
I tried really hard to watch it, and I just couldn't. I left it on in the background, and I listened to the people fight with each other and have riots. And I like that it has that human element of, oh, shit's going down. This sucks. Zombies.
Yeah.
But it's not. Zombies. It's too much about people. I'd rather have less talking, more action, like Mad Max. Action. There's like no lines in that movie, and it's awesome. And that's how that show should be.
So I guess the last thing I'd ask is, premiere episodes can often be really awesome. Do you feel like it might drop off in episode 2, or like was there a preview you saw that made you feel confident that episode 2 will keep it up?
I think it will, because they left off with the horn, so
they left off with all the zombies coming towards Alexandria, so that's a new issue that they're going to have to solve immediately. And all the residents living within Alexandria don't know how to defend themselves, so it's going to be Rick's crew against the army of the undead.
Millions. Yeah.
It looked like a lot of action in the previews that I saw, so I'm excited about that. I like action.
Oh yeah, I hope that it will. If it doesn't, I'll be sad. But I think that it will. I have confidence that it will be the same as the first one. So I'm excited, and I think it's gonna be an hour, right? It's gonna return back to an hour long. I would think so.
I honestly didn't even notice that it was. I was sitting there at like 4 a.m. watching it, and Jesse was about to leave for work, and he's like, "How long is this friggin' show?" And I'm like, "It's only an hour. Yeah, time." Didn't know.
My god. That just shows how good it is.
Yeah, I know. It was excellent, and I love the duel. Even though at first I was questioning why they had the black and white versus the full color. Why didn't they just do it all in full color? And then later it makes sense because they have all those characters on the same timeline, but not in the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at first I was like, what? But then, I actually was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I actually liked it after that. But I'm hoping, next week is going to be all caught up. It's going to be in color, so, yeah.
But yeah, because the time is now, and the plan failed. Their derpy plan. Let's lead them west.
That was, I don't like that plan.
That was too much.
Fire and grenades.
Too much room for error.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know why they're not making bombs. It makes me mad. It actually makes me mad.
It was like a shooting gallery, basically. They could have done anything. They could have driven one of another truck down the hill and mowed some down, or the tractor that they have, or I don't know, kill some of them. 5, maybe 10, whatever. Anything helps.
Yeah,
and they're wasting bullets hardcore.
I know. They're just like, I'm like, you guys gonna get more bullets, or what's going on?
I guess they have servants, so they don't care.
Yeah, they're just wasting. And then it was weird at the end. They were like all kind of hitting into the wall, but they were like kind of exploding, or like slamming into the walls at the end. They showed a couple zombies just kind of like their heads busting open because they were kind of like all slamming into the wall. So I was like, oh. Maybe a lot of them are going to die that way because they're so stupid. They're just going to keep like
that didn't
running
make
into
any
the wall.
sense.
It was weird.
Walk into a wall so quickly that you smash your own head with how fast they walk.
I thought that was weird. I'm like, I don't know if the other one like slammed into him, like headbutted him. I didn't know what was happening, but I guess because they're rotten. Yeah, so that was cool.
Their flesh is all malleable.
They're so stupid. Yeah, they're just like they're so dumb. They die easy, but. Yeah, I just hope that they have a better plan next time, because, this is stupid.
They don't have time for another plan. All they have is, we're going to have to kill all of these. Just let Michonne go crazy. She's pretty She's ridiculous. The best multi-killer ever. She just, kills everybody. And she doesn't waste bullets, either. Daryl.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Well, I guess we just have to wait.
Well, cool. So... sounds like it was an awesome premiere. So I think that wraps up today. Tune in next week for Girls Talk Dead as Mandy and Alora talk about episode 2 of season 6. Hopefully it'll be just as good.
Yes, it will be.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in to the Huge Nerd Podcast. Visit our site at hugenerd.net and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Huge Nerd Network.